been kind of interesting to me when it comes down to movie advertisements, whether they have trailers that spoil the shit out of any freaking like hidden plot points or storylines, that it would be nice to go and see the movie and not just be told this will happen, this will happen, this will happen, and that's the movie's ending, really. You know, there's that. Or there's the one thing with horror films in particular, and I've seen two this year that they've done this, where it's the trailers of people reacting to jumping like, oh my god, oh, and then there's just like the taglines, scariest movie of the year, it'll scare you, oh, it's scary. And then you go see the movie, and it's fucking sad as shit. That happened twice for me this year, for the movie Presence, and then now this movie, Bring Her Back. I don't know what it is about these studios that just can't say just a smidge of what the movie's about, and then just leave it alone, and then let the audience decide, you know, where to go with it, you know. Instead of just pushing the narrative of, like, scariest movie, scary, you know, it's going to scare the pants out of you. It's going to make you stay awake for days, you know. It's not what the movies are about. They have elements of horror, but at the center of them, it is a drama or a disturbing thriller of some kind, and that's pretty much how they should attempt to advertise, but they don't. The average moviegoer that goes like a couple times a year, this may piss those types of people off. But to a person that goes to the movie theater somewhat often as of late, I am used to this type of marketing. I'm not going in there thinking what they're telling me in the advertising, that this indeed is going to be the scariest movie of the year and I should be mentally prepared. No, if anything, I came out of this movie very disturbed and sad, and just it's just a hugely tragic and kind of defeating type of film. It really is not a scare fest. It's not going to make you lose sleep or anything. At least just that's to me. But since nowadays they're so desperate to get anyone in the theater, this is the angle. They're like, hey, there's like one or two scary moments in this film, so we'll just focus in on that, show the people and getting terrified and all these other things, and just say it's the scariest movie since the Conjuring or something. You know, and that's what they do. And it sucks. They do this for all types of films, but horror films in particular, I've noticed this. They keep doing that, where it's the scariest movie since. Or they did that when comedies used to be around for the longest fucking time. It was just like, the funniest comedy since The Hangover. Go see it now. But that's for a long time. With comedies, when they were released more often, they would say that stupid tagline, the funniest since that original Hangover film. So now with horror films, it's doing this constant scariest movie since, or it's the scariest movie of the year, when it clearly isn't. And I don't know what it is with marketing teams and why they just can't get their shit together. But don't go in to Bring Her Back with that idea. But to end this video on the note of actually reviewing, because I don't really do movie reviews, because everybody and their grandmother has kind of killed criticism of, if it's not an all-time classic right out of the gate, or if it's not a so bad it's good, or it's an awful film, it's, if I say anything in between, a lot of people, you know, are just weird. It's just such an odd thing to say, and this is a movie that I feel is like right in the middle for me. It was something that I didn't expect per se. I didn't expect it to be this heavy. I didn't expect the drama to be that intense and disturbing, but I give it credit. It kind of moved me in a sense of, yeah, some of these moments were hard to watch because of how messed up they were, and some of these characters go through it. The possessed kid in this film, that actor has little to no dialogue, did an amazing job, especially with all the prosthetics he had to go through. And for the two main leads, again, I don't know who these child actors are, but they did great as brother and sister. Really bought their chemistry throughout the film, and they cared for each other and going through this fucked up situation with their foster mom in the film, played by Sally Hawkins, the most famous person in the whole film. And she clearly did this over Paddington in Peru. I'm assuming so, because they came out around in the same year and all this. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, damn, the mom from Paddington, holy shit, she took a nosedive. She was just such a broken individual. From a bubbly, fun, heartfelt type person to a monster, to just a person who is just so mentally fucked and doing anything she could to do what she wanted to do. in the very vindictive ways that she did things in this film. So it is not the scariest film of all time like they're trying to advertise to people. It is a film that is heartbreaking, disturbing, with hints of horror elements sprinkled throughout that can be, a little squirming in your seat can happen. That's what I felt a little bit throughout the film. You can get a couple jump scares, but that's as far as it goes in terms of the horror elements. The drama elements are much heavier and more at the center. Everybody's opinion will be theirs. This was mine, and I know movie reviews can be very, very weird these days and one-sided, and I don't know, that's the thing, why I haven't done many reviews in the last few years. It's tough. It really is to just find that middle ground is what I always try to do when reviewing film, and I know some people don't like that because some people just want to hear if it's good or bad, and there's more to it. I always did my best to find the middle ground and to see both sides of the spectrum of good or bad or somewhere in the middle, and just the nuances of film reviewing I think are a little lost these days. So that's my thoughts and commentary and the movie and everything. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you would like to see more of these types of videos from me. And I'd love to know your thoughts on the film Bring Her Back in the comments below. So thanks for watching. Take care and be kind.